Welcome back, everyone, to another episode at HRTV Podcast. I'm your host, Hyerrass Beauty, and today we're going to be talking about Mr. Lexx. Before we get into it, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you never miss a video. Christopher George Palmer. Most dancehall fans know him as Mr. Lexx. But before Mr. Lexx, there was Lexus. Born in 1974, Christopher Palmer grew up in Mountain View area of Kingston, Jamaica. His connection to music began in the early 1990s when he started DJing at dances in Harbor View with the Super D sound system. That was the beginning. He started recording and released one of his early songs, Own a Home. At the time, he was performing under the name Lexus. By the late 1990s, the name was becoming familiar throughout Jamaican dancehall. Lexus was part of a generation of artists who came up through the sound system culture and stage shows, where having your own voice and personality was everything. Then came the breakthrough. In 1998, Lexus performed at Sting, helping establish himself as one of the artists to watch. The following year, he appeared at Reggae Sumfest in 1999, and his profile continued to grow. Then the records started taking over. Get Wid It, You Nah, Cook. Get Wid It, produced by King Jammies, became his first #1 single. You Nah also reached #1. And Cook became one of his songs that helped define his personality as an artist. Lexus wasn't trying to sound like everybody else. His delivery was distinctive. His records could be humorous, energetic, provocative, and playful. He understood how to make a dancehall record memorable. Then came the name change. Lexus was too close to Lexus, the Toyota luxury car brand. Toyota sent him a legal warning over the trademark, so Lexus became Mr. Lexx. And the new name quickly became just as recognizable as the old one. In 2000, he released his self-titled album, Mr. Lexx, through VP Records. The album reached #12 on Billboard's Reggae Albums chart. It featured several of the songs that had already helped establish him, including Get Wid It, Full 100, Cook, Ring Mi Cellie, War Start, and Let Those Monkeys Out. The album also included collaborations with artists such as Wayne Wonder, Lady Saw, and Nadine Sutherland. This was the height of an important period in dancehall. The late 1990s and early 2000s produced a wave of Jamaican artists who became major names both at home and internationally. Mr. Lexx was part of that wave. And he wasn't simply another artist appearing on popular rhythms. He developed a recognizable identity. His voice was distinctive. His delivery was distinctive. And his songs had personality. That mattered because dancehall is built around rhythms. Multiple artists can record on the same rhythm, so the artist has to bring something that makes the listener remember them. Mr. Lexx did. Songs like Full 100, Holla Holla, Ring Mi Cellie, War Start, Let Those Monkeys Out became part of his catalog during this era. He also worked with some of Jamaica's biggest names, including Wayne Wonder, Lady Saw, Sizzla, Spraga Benz, and Tanya Stephens. And his music traveled. Mr. Lexx toured internationally and performed in more than 48 countries, bringing his version of Jamaican dancehall to audiences outside the island. His career continued as dancehall itself changed. The physical music market became digital. The way people discovered songs changed. The rhythms changed. The audience changed. But Mr. Lexx continued releasing music. By 2020, he released the Touchdown EP. And in 2022, he announced a project titled Like I Never Left, with collaborations involving artists including Sizzla, Spraga Benz, Wayne Wonder, and Tanya Stephens. By then, he had spent nearly 3 decades in dancehall, and that is where his importance sits. Mr. Lexx was part of the generation that helped carry Jamaican dancehall from the sound system era of the 1990s into the international music market of the 2000s and beyond. He was part of the rhythms, part of the stage shows, part of the records that defined that period. And he had something every lasting dancehall artist needs: a sound people could recognize. You could hear that voice and know Mr. Lexx, from Lexus to Mr. Lexx, from Harbor View to Jamaica's biggest stages, from Jamaican dancehall to audiences around the world. The music kept moving, and that's what makes his story worth remembering. Not because every chapter needs a dramatic ending, not because we need to dress it up, but because the records are there, the rhythms are there, the performances happened, and the music became part of an era. Years later, you can still put on Get Wid It. You can still play Full 100. You can still hear Cook. And for a moment, the years disappeared. That's what music does. It keeps pieces of time alive. And Mr. Lexx left his piece behind. The name changed, the music changed, the generations changed. But the voice remained. Mr. Lexx, a name born from Lexus, a career built through dancehall, and a catalog that remains part of the sound of Jamaican music. That's the thing about dancehall. It doesn't always leave its history in museums. Sometimes it leaves it in a rhythm, in a sound system, in an old CD, in somebody's memory. And when that song comes back, the years don't matter anymore. The rhythm starts, the voice enters, and suddenly, Mr. Lexx is right there again. Not yesterday, not history, just music. Still playing, still remembered. And that's a legacy. So wherever you are, turn the volume up, let the rhythm run, and give flowers to the artists who helped build the sound before we ever realized we were listening to history. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode at HRTV Podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Hyerrass Beauty, and we'll see you in the next one.